Hello, today is Friday. It's 5:08 in the p.m. and I just wanted to come on and talk about something that I've been privy to here lately. I advertise the job. In my position, I advertise jobs. I bring the applicants in and I test them and things like that. Well, I advertised this job for a CDL driver. And this guy called me. He said, ma'am, he said, I don't have my CDL right now. He said, they took my CDL because I got laid off on my job. He said, he does contracting work. So when the job is finished, they don't work. Well, it just so happened they didn't have another job to come up until may have been 6 months later. So he was late on child support. So because he was late for the 6 months, now this is his story. I'm not sure if it's exactly how it went, but he was off work for 6 months. So they took his CDL license. So in order for me to interview him for this position, he has to have a license. So until he can pay the money to catch the child support up, he can't get the license back. Well, I'm thinking, so if in the next couple of months he don't pay this money, then guess what? He's going to jail. So I think that our child support rules, the regulations or whatever, something about that needs to change, because if you're taking away what the main qualifications for the job, he's not going to get hired unless he finds something else to do. Now, he may be able to flip burgers or something. I don't know. And I don't know if they're going to take all of his licenses or will he be able to drive. I don't know. I don't know all the particulars, but I'm just saying, if that person is a CDL licensed driver, they need that to get a job, and you take that away because they don't pay child support. Well, how will they be able to pay it if that's all they know how to do? I mean, you understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. Sometimes these rules that people make, they don't have to live with them, and so it don't bother them. My eyes running, excuse me. But it doesn't bother them if it doesn't affect them, you know? That's like a person, they're doing a cancer walk because guess what? Somebody now in the family have cancer, but before they never even thought about it. So sometimes it's too much of people just thinking about self and their situations. You understand what I'm saying? And it just bothers me because I see it a lot. And I know people personally, they can't get jobs because they owe child support, and they've taken their professional licenses away. Where, how do you expect them to be able to pay the money if they can't go to work? But anyway, so in another job I worked, we had guys, once they get those wage assignments, when they start garnishing those wages, they would actually leave the job. So I'm not talking about a situation like that. I'm talking about a situation where, in a job like those jobs where you need a CDL licenses. In a lot of those places, now some places, if you have a learner's permit, they'll let you they'll interview you for the job. And I can do that, but I can't send them forward to be considered for the job if they don't have a CDL license. So, these rule makers, sometimes, things that may have worked 10 years ago, you need to recheck that. Those procedures and those policies need to be revamped, because another thing too is if I go to work as a CDL driver, say I'm behind, and you let me get my license back for a year, and I go to work tomorrow, well, the first or second check, they can start taking the money that I owe back. They can take the money plus, the arrears. They just can't take more than 50% of your disposable income. But these policies, I'm telling you, they need to be relooked at, because it's too many people walking around here that can't work. For that reason, like I said, you may be able to do something else, but if your order is $450, $500 because you're a CDL license and you're able to pay that, and then you go get a job flipping burgers for $8, you'll never get caught up. And by the time you get that court date to go and have that modified, you in arrears just thousands of dollars. So I mean, sometimes we need people that's making these rules that haven't actually been a part of that process need to get involved with people that's actually been involved and know what's going on. Because I'm telling you, I see things every day, and it's puzzling, and it's people in positions that can make a difference a lot of times just don't care. So okay, that's my ramble for the day. Enjoy your day.